Teacher ethics and responsibility. Did you know you have rights and your concerns are reasonable and important? Teachers continue to walk the line and transform their lifestyles to the laws and mandates of our educational system. As educators, employment implicates many constitutional issues. To assist teachers with these issues, this presentation will highlight some of the legal and ethical responsibilities of teachers and relevant cases and events. Educators have rights under the Constitution. Those rights include substantial and procedure due process rights, freedom of expression and association provided by the First Amendment, academic freedom by courts based on principles of the First Amendment, protection against unreasonable search and seizures by school officials of a teacher's personal property. The first focal point, rights to privacy. Privacy is basic. Educators have the right against searches of their workplaces at school. Workplaces include areas and items that are related to work and generally in the school district's control. However, an educator has no exception of privacy regarding items that are not locked away. Relevant cases regarding rights to privacy. As you recall, in court case New Jersey versus TLO, meaning your belongings can be searched but not arbitrarily. All they need is reasonable suspicion, not probable cause. Another case is Shaw versus Cherry Valley Springfield Central School District. Focal point number 2, legal responsibility, rights to academic freedom. Educators are responsible for their actions in the classroom and in the presence of students. Educators have limited freedom in classrooms to teach without undue restrictions on the content or subject for discussion. Educators must be relevant and consistent with their responsibilities. There are several landmark cases that deals with rights of academic freedom. Pickering versus the Board of Education of 1968. A teacher may not be dismissed for exercising their constitutional right under the First Amendment for free speech. Connick versus Myers of 1983 also conditions under employment freedoms of expression. The most recent case is Garcetti versus Ceballos of 2006, where you have the freedom of speech of public employees. Students is the reason educators exist in the profession. Professional educators strive to create a learning environment that nurtures and fills the potential student. As professional educators, we act with the highest ethical standards. We are responsible not only for one child, but every child in their learning. As professional educators, we have to display ethical conduct towards parents, the community, and our colleagues. In order to display professionalism, the No Child Left Behind mandates require that teachers are highly qualified. This law outlines at least a minimum requirement related to content area and the knowledge and skills for teaching. The law also requires that the importance of the state and local control of education, and therefore they provide the opportunity for each state to develop its own definition of highly qualified. And most of our teachers have met the highly qualified mandate in my school district. Another ethical responsibility is commitment to students. It is the responsibility, again, as educators, for us to strive to help our students to realize their full potential and their worth, but most importantly, to teach them to be effective members of society where they require the knowledge and the acquisitions needed to set goals in life. As an educator, we must teach children how to pursue their learning, listen to others' point of view. As teachers, we must help them pursue their learning, listen to their point of view, stick to the subject matter at hand, report on their progress, provide them with a safe and conducive environment for learning, and not embarrass them, but most importantly, not to discriminate. Our schools are a safe haven for our students of today. Student commitment is the utmost importance to our educational system. However, In the event the educators are to forego or to break the law, they are required by law, if they are tenured, to be given due process procedures. If they are non-tenured, it does not require due process. Most educators that fall within that bracket are insubordinate, incompetent, unprofessional, or display moral conduct, and fail to put forth the mandate set by the school district. Causes for dismissal are generally specified by state, and they differ from one state to another. However, there are some similarities. Two relevant cases based on teacher dismissal are Perry versus Sinderman of 1972, where a teacher had attained de facto tenure, which was entitled to due process prior to the dismissal by the school district. Another case, Cleveland Brown Board of Education versus Loudermill in 1985, a tenured teacher have to be given a written or oral notice prior to dismissal, and also be given the reasons for the charges against them. So for educators, walking the line and knowing your legal and ethical responsibilities are of the utmost importance.